So there are certain sounds you can make which permit different styles of attack. For instance, if I make the ha sound, ha, this expels fully, exhaling all the air from the lungs, from belly to throat. You expel all the air. Now there's different qualities of sounds. There's the ha, 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 ha. That's a quick, rapid shout. Ha, 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 ha. That really accelerates and condenses into a high pitch, a high frequency of time within a short space of time. You can cover a lot of. You can produce a high volume of sounds and techniques, using these techniques, or you can produce a low volume across a broader space with a lower tone. It's the same sound. But it's a different tone. It's a different depth to the sound. So the high sounds tend to be more rapid, whereas the lower sounds tend to be more drawn out and longer. So, for instance, if I was to kick, if I made a lower sound, this makes sure it's centered at the lower end of gravity, which is useful for kicking. Now you can obviously ascend up and down and come back. So you're ascending and coming back, or starting low and then going back down. So there are many ways you can do it. The ha sound, or the is a sound that reaches deep into the pit of the stomach, which we've looked at previously. The higher sounds tend to not drop so deep, but are more rapid. So they're more peripheral, but they're less deep. So you can play around with this in so many different ways. Now the volume tends to permit certain things. If the volume is a louder volume, can work across a lot of space and across time. So for instance, if you turn the volume up, you can spread this across a wide space, a lot of space, by connecting the throat to the belly. Whereas if the volume is just in the concentrated space and doesn't extend, then it doesn't spread across to the limbs. So when we're doing these sounds, there's various ways. The volume really dictates whether it's loud, whether it's aggressive. And when you're doing these loud, aggressive movements, you want to extend this across a wider space so the volume can actually... So the volume is best kept in a wide space rather than just maintained in the lower, smaller space. So a high volume of noise or sound needs a bigger container to produce a bigger wavelength. There are many ways of looking at it, so let's go through. We have the rapid, we have the deeper. Now this will This will allow me to come back because I'm keeping the noise at a lower frequency, at a lower tone. This tends to keep everything in the centre, so I can recover from those kicks quicker. If I keep the sound lighter, this quieter volume, everything's more rapid, but it doesn't goes deep. So you may want to go and then bring it back to the centre. In such a way you can mix it up. So if I was to punch from the depth,